Alrighty, everybody, welcome in. This is the DVP Dive. I'm Dylan Benton Putton. This is episode number 4. In episode number 3, we talked about why you should use a real estate agent, the importance of using a real estate agent, all the stuff you kind of have to deal with. Today, in episode number 4, we're going to talk about the importance of trusting a real estate agent. Having trust on both sides of the relationship is crucial in having a smooth real estate transaction. First step is really choosing the right real estate agent. Now, a lot of you may know people who are in the business, brothers, cousins, aunts, uncles, friends of friends. Maybe your friend John has a friend who's a friend of a real estate agent. Who knows what the case may be. You don't always have to use those people because trusting is key. If you have a great relationship with this person and they've built a strong business and you trust them, yeah, use them. That's totally fine. It's totally fine to use them. But if you're questioning, do I trust them? Do I think that they can do the job? If you have doubts, don't use them. Give them a chance, maybe interview them. But if you have any doubts, there's other agents out there. There's plenty of agents in every market. So choosing the right agent is the first step. Now, how do you choose the right agent? Well, there's a couple different options. The first option that I recommend is interviews. You can do it over the phone, you can do it over FaceTime. I prefer to do it in person. If somebody calls me and wants to talk to me about, possibly buying or listing their home, I try to set up a face-to-face interview, maybe a cup of coffee, something like that. I just believe that that's the best way for me to introduce myself, to, show somebody what I can do, and build a relationship. Over the phone is a little bit tougher. There's just not that intimate, one-on-one or one-on, however many people want to come. There's just not that ability. So I prefer to do it in person, but totally up to you. You have to be comfortable with whatever your situation may be. So once you set up these interviews, then you can kind of do your research, or, you can do your research beforehand, totally up to you. But doing your research is gonna be crucial as well. Now, how do you do your research? You have to kind of know your market a little bit, that kind of stuff. National brands like Coldwell Banker, in my case, that's who I work for. There's Keller Williams, there's some of these bigger, Berkshire Hathaway, that kind of stuff, some of these bigger brands. There's gonna be markets. In my market, Coldwell Banker just sells the most, and that's who I am with. People see that Coldwell Banker sign, they know that it's gonna be legit, that, it's gonna be done professionally, that kind of stuff. Doing research also means, going to Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, everyone's got profiles there. You can read about each agent that you want to interview. You can see who's selling, you can see who's not. You can read comments and reviews from other people. That might help narrow down some things. Doing your research also means, just asking around. Maybe you do have a friend that's in real estate and you decide not to use them, but you can still reach out to them and say, hey, how is, John Smith from so-and-so Realty, or how is Jill, from so-and-so Realty. You can ask around, you can ask people in the business, you can ask maybe vendors, you can ask if you know a recent home that they've sold, but you have to trust who you're gonna work with. Having trust on both sides is just gonna be crucial to having a smooth process. Now, what a lot of people don't know, or maybe don't think about, is that this is a two-way kind of thing. As a real estate agent, we can decide if we wanna work with you as well. We have to be able to trust you that you're gonna help us in terms of being deliberate and what you want, but choosing, I want a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom in this side of town, whatever the case may be. We have to choose you as well. So this is an agreement as more as me hiring you or you hiring me. It's just an agreement, it's a trust agreement. So, back to a prior episode when we talked about, what us real estate agents do on a daily basis. Building relationships is another thing that we could have talked about, because that's crucial to being successful in this business. Building relationships with people and vendors and everybody is just going to be crucial to help sustaining a lifelong business, building that referral system, building that constant business. And trusting your agent is going to be crucial to being successful and having a smooth transaction and dealing with headaches and all that kind of stuff. There's lots of things that they're going to handle for you that you're not going to handle, and that's one thing that we talked about, why to choose a realtor and stuff like that. So kind of a shorter video today, just make sure you have trust in your real estate agent, and you should be good to go. So if you have any questions, leave them below in the comments. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram @CBDylanVP. I'll leave the links below. Thanks.